Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Obama and Clinton.
Obama. Yeah, big fan of him. From the TV, in China, a lot of about his news in TV.
Bill Clinton. In his time, the U.S. economy was the best.
Lincoln. Because of him, the slavery is being just released, and he's very modest, and I think he's kind of typical model for Americans.
My favorite is probably Woodrow Wilson because I admire what he did with the U.S. foreign policy approach, and he's the one that actually stopped being isolationism for the U.S. government and actually take the U.S. foreign policy to the rest of the world and actually take the approach as the world leader.
He definitely will be the figure remarked in the history because first he is the first African American president.
It's good to have someone who came from like a unique family background.
He represents courage, power, and the open mind, and many kind of good characteristics.
Doesn't know much about China, but I guess he's trying his best.
He's a great leader. I'm sorry, I don't know.
No.
I think I've heard about it before, but I can't really remember the details now.
Yes, I heard of the Tea Party. I mean, the origination of Tea Party is from the Boston Tea Party.
Does it have to do with like the Boston Tea Party?
Is it a political party?
Maybe has some associate with like national identity.
Very, very liberal and very, very brave, I guess. Something they think is not good, they will just, we will fight, we will turn over the government, we will try the best to build up the system we believe that's, represent us.
This kind of conflicts and cooperations between these two parties is good.
Republicans represent the more conservative part of politician.
The older generation of the Republican, they represent the typical Americans. They are very modest and they respect the government and wants the governments to do good for them, but they don't want things to be too risky before they know much information about.
Democrats are more liberal and they're more not afraid to take like the first step in making like new policies or new approaches.
They are kind of too liberal, and so some of their policies might not so carefully designed because they are so eager to deliver the policy without doing the pilot test.
Represent the different classes of American society. The public is the higher paid one, and Democrat is maybe middle class or lower paid.
No, I mean, we are entitled to have the right to vote.
No, never. I haven't voted.
No.
In China, there is no the democratic system.
In China, we choose our representatives, and then the representatives represent us, then they vote for us. So the grassroots voice might not really be heard.
Because so many people in China, the populations, you cannot just let all the people to vote.
Vote for the most basic level directly.
Yes.
China nowadays, young people do not want to vote. I think it's the same situation now in the United States. Younger people tend not to be concerned with the political things.
The benefit obviously is to get the public vote who their leaders will be, but the downside is because I think every election, especially the presidential election, it has a lot of resource going into it, so it's probably like too much expenses that goes into it, TV commercials or presidential candidates going around the country, and I just think it's very time consuming and cost a lot of money to be able to get their messages across.
Only in a system like United States can you have a much younger leader. Younger leader may bring more energy to his position, to what he is doing, and I think this is one of the points that the current Chinese people are not satisfied with their leaders.
There are a lot of politician family that just breed generation after generation of senators.
They cannot make this the election process as one vote for as everybody has one vote for the president. This is the point that I think maybe it should improve. And I think basically the whole process is very good.
I think it's because of the bi-party system in general, so you can only pick one candidate out of the two candidates, so it's not a big pool to choose from. But other than that, I would say it's definitely a good democratic system that get people to choose which people should lead the country for the rest 4 years. It's very connected to the public, I guess.